And now, from Washington, D.C., the United States Navy Band Commodores.
Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen, special guests. At this time, would you please rise for the singing of our national anthem by our vocalist from Long Island, New York, chief musician Christine Sia.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hi, everyone. I'm Chief Musician Christine Sia. This month, the United States Navy celebrated its 248th birthday. And actually, there's another birthday shout-out we'd like to give to the Auditorium director here, Francis Fortin. Happy birthday, Francis. Under the leadership of Senior Chief Rob Holmes, the United States Navy Band Commodores have been performing the very best of big band and jazz music for over 50 years. Earlier, you heard from Chief Musician Kevin McDonald from Greensboro, North Carolina. He's our drummer and head archivist of Navy music. He and I will be your narrators this afternoon. Now here's an arrangement by our guitarist, Chief Sean Purcell from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I hope you enjoy your Red Wagon.
So you wanna go crazy, act a clown, be the laughing stock all over town. That's your red wagon. That's your red wagon. So just keep dragging your red wagon along. So you stick your nose someplace it don't belong. Don't you come to me when things go wrong. That's your red wagon. Oh, honey, that's your wagon. So just keep dragging your red wagon along. When you make it bad, you know that you'll do the lying there. And when you butter your bread, don't expect me to eat your share. You wanna play with horses and blow your dough. Don't you come to me if they don't show. That's your red wagon. Oh, baby, that's your wagon. So just keep dragging your red wagon. you get burned when you play with fire. Don't come running me. You can't use me for your spare tire. So you wanna sing me love songs, don't know the key. Don't you come singing the blues to me. That's your red wagon. Honey, that's your wagon. So just keep dragging your red, red wagon along. Yeah, 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 yeah.
But a hand for our fantastic vocalist from Long Island, New York, chief musician Christine Sia. Our tenor soloist, who originally hails from sunny San Jose, California. Please say hello to musician first class Franklin Silva. And our guitarist and arranger of that piece, next summer he will be retiring after 20 years of service in your armed forces. This is his swan song tour in front of all of you this afternoon. We are so excited for him, but we will miss him dearly. From Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, please join us in congratulating chief musician Sean Purcell. I'm Chief Musician Kevin McDonald. We are so excited to be here in the beautiful Branscomb Auditorium. We have been on tour. We are about halfway through our annual national tour that has taken us through North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Alabama, and we are so excited to be in the beautiful state of Florida. We would not be here without some fantastic sponsors, so please join us in thanking Mark Thompson, Dr. Jeffrey Benatar, Francis Fortin, and Crystal Norman. Thank you. I'd like to introduce you to our music director. He programmed tonight's program, this afternoon's program. He programs all of our shows. He rehearses the band. He does a fantastic job. He's originally from Dundalk, Maryland. Back there in the trumpet section, please say hello to chief musician Jonathan Barnes. We're going to turn now to a piece that was arranged by one of the most influential writers of the modern jazz era, Maestra Maria Schneider. And this one will feature our native Floridian. This is kind of a home state welcome. He is originally from Claremont, Florida, and he is so excited to be here. This is his second tour with the band. He sounds fantastic. On our Jazz Ride tenor, please join us in saying hello to musician first class Justin Mendez. And this is Maria Schneider's arrangement of The Days of Wine and Roses. I mentioned that it is Chief Purcell's very last tour. It is our soprano saxophonist's very first tour with the band. She is originally from Indianapolis, Indiana. Please put your hands together for musician first class Amanda Ballantyne. And one more round of applause for our home state hero, musician first class Justin Mendez. We mentioned that we are very proudly celebrating our 54th year as the Navy's premier jazz ensemble, but jazz has been in your Navy long before that. During World War II, a number of high-profile jazz musicians served in America's Navy, including the great clarinetist and bandleader Artie Shaw, the trumpeter Clark Terry, and a young saxophonist by the name of John Coltrane got his musical start with the Navy band stationed in Hawaii at the very tail end of World War II. In 1969, Duke Ellington was awarded the Presidential Medal of Freedom, and it was none other than members of the Commodores who provided musical support for the event. Duke Ellington was originally from D.C., and Duke Ellington's father worked at the historic Washington Navy Yard, which is where we rehearse today. So we champion the music of Duke Ellington like very few around the globe would. He's an unbelievable, arguably the greatest American composer. We're going to turn now to an Ellington piece and perform it for you. It is entitled Main Stem. It's often said that Duke Ellington's greatest instrument was not the piano, but the orchestra for which he wrote, which is certainly true. There were many soloists. One more round of applause on the clarinet, musician first class Amanda Ballantyne. On the tenor saxophone, musician first class Franklin Silva. Back there in the trumpet section, that's Chief Jonathan Barnes. Our other trumpet soloist is our crew chief. We have a lot of equipment. She gets it in and out of every venue safely. She is from St. Louis, Missouri. Put your hands together for musician first class Allie Albrecht. In the trombone section, she is our leading chief petty officer. She hails from sunny Hemet, California. That is senior chief musician Jennifer Krupa. And just a couple seats away, he is from deep in the heart of Dripping Springs, Texas. That's musician first class David Caprol. We couldn't play this music without an amazing lead alto saxophonist. We have the absolute best. He, in fact, was our tour manager for the first half of this tour. He did a fantastic job. He is from Centerville, Virginia. On lead alto saxophone, that is chief musician Andrew Francisco. The Commodores are a specialty performing ensemble of your United States Navy Band, your Navy's flagship musical institution based at the historic Washington Navy Yard in our nation's capital. In addition to the United States Navy Band in D.C., we also have the fantastic Naval Academy Band in Annapolis and 9 other bands deployed both at home and abroad. It is a fantastic, amazing way to serve your country. If you or a loved one are interested in a career in Navy music, one of those 11 bands is almost always hiring. If you're interested, please visit our website, navyband.navy.mil, navyband.navy.mil, and click on over to our vacancies page. We have a number of members who, in fact, served in one of those fleet bands before coming to the Commodores, including our fantastic vocalist. We'd like to bring her back on stage to do a number of tunes for you now, so please join me in welcoming back to the stage Chief Musician Christine Sia.
The stars out tonight. I don't know if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I only have eyes for you, dear. The moon may be high, but I can't see a thing in that sky, 'cause I only have eyes for you. Or on a quiet avenue. You are here, so am I. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. And I only have eyes for you. Maybe millions of people go by, but they all disappear from view. And I only have eyes. I only have eyes. I only have eyes Well, thank you so much.
That was a Nelson Riddle arrangement of I Only Have Eyes for You. And how about a hand for this amazing band that I get to be a part of, the U.S. Navy Band Commodores. I just want to take the time to thank you all so much for being here this afternoon. It's because of audiences like you and your support that we get to continue the big band and jazz tradition, so thank you from the bottom of our hearts. This next tune, we're going to slow things down a little bit with a song that was inspired by a Nancy Wilson track. I hope that you enjoy Save Your Love for Me.
So in love with you, no one else in this world will do. Darling, please save your love for me. Run away. If I were wise, I'd run away. But like a fool in love, I stay and pray you'll save your love from me. I can feel it even when you're not here. Can't conceal it. I really love you, my dear. And though I know no good can come from loving you, I can't do a thing. I'm so in love with you, darling. Help me, please. Have mercy on a fool like me. I know I'm lost, but still I plead and pray, save your love for me. I can feel it even when you're not here. Can't conceal it. I really love you, my dear. And though I know no good can come from loving you, I can't do a thing. I'm so in love with you, darling. Help me, please. Have mercy on a fool like me. I know I'm lost, but still I plead and pray you'll save your love for me. You can have fun with the crowd, but for crying out loud, darling, please save your love for me.
Well, thank you so much. If you like what you're hearing, please let us know. You can find us on social media. We are on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube. You can also go to our website, as Chief McDonald mentioned earlier, navyband.navy.mil. And if that's too much to remember, go to Google, type in United States Navy Band. I promise you we will be the first thing that pops up. Next up, we'd like to do another arrangement from Chief Purcell on guitar. I hope that you enjoy Doin' the Shake.
How about a hand for our soloists? On tenor, musician first class Justin Mendez. And on guitar, chief musician Sean Purcell. One of the primary responsibilities of the United States Navy Band is to provide ceremonial support at Arlington National Cemetery every single day. The life of a United States sailor is not without risk. We want to honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our nation with an arrangement by Senior Chief Rob Holmes of the Navy's hymn. This is Eternal Father, Strong to Save.
I'd like to point out our bass trombonist. He is the foundation of our brass section, and he carries that song every time we play it. He is originally from Cincinnati, OHIO. Down there on the big bass trombone, that is musician first class David Hagee. In 2023, we are celebrating the centennial of the late, great trumpeter Thad Jones. Thad Jones, along with the drummer Mel Lewis, in February 1966, began their legendary Monday night engagements at the Village Vanguard in New York City. The band played every Monday night, and the band continues to play every single Monday night under the name of the Vanguard Jazz Orchestra. We'd like to do a Thad Jones composition for you now, and this one is aptly entitled My Centennial. If you played percussion on that piece, would you please stand up? How about a round of applause for our percussion section? On the slide trombone, that was musician first class David Capperell. And on the piano, the very newest member of the Commodores. This is his very first tour with the band. He sounds absolutely amazing. He's originally from the Big Easy, New Orleans, Louisiana. Put your hands together for musician first class Ryan Hansler. There are only a few members of the ensemble you have yet to meet, and I'd like to introduce them to you now, beginning with the gentleman making it possible for you to hear my voice. No matter where we play, he gets the sound just right. He's originally from Winston-Salem, North Carolina. Back there at the soundboard, that is musician first class David Angel. On the big bass, my right-hand man, just swinging away, driving this bus. He is originally from Hampton, Virginia. Please put your hands together for musician first class William Ledbetter. And on that last tune, we couldn't play that without incredible high-note brass players. On lead trombone from Coatesville, Pennsylvania, that's musician first class Benjamin Ford. On split lead trumpet from deep in the heart of Arlington, Texas, that is musician first class Andrew Bezick. And our lead trumpeter from Glendale, Arizona is musician first class Thomas Eby. We have some extra special guests out on the road with us. He is wearing all black. He's often holding a camera. He is our public affairs officer. But best of all, he is a native of Tampa, Florida. Please put your hands together for musician first class Matt Gagliardo. I mentioned our crew. We are so lucky to be joined by a CB, the Builders of the Navy can-do since 1942. He is from North Arlington, New Jersey. That's utilitiesman third class Tim Walsh. Those sunglasses are secured. We are also lucky enough to be joined by the Director of National Tour Operations of the U.S. Navy Band. She is originally from Quarryville, Pennsylvania. Please put your hands together for Master Chief Musician Don Henry. We mentioned a lot about the history of jazz in our Navy. If you go back before World War II, before 1921, jazz had never before been performed at the White House, and it was none other than our predecessors, the Washington Navy Yard Jazz Band, who broke that barrier and brought jazz to the White House in 1921. If you go back even further to World War I, some of the very first Navy jazz bands were initiated by a well-known lieutenant by the name of John Philip Sousa. And we are very, very proud to carry that legacy into the 21st century.
When you think of a military band, I'm sure that the first thing that you think about is John Philip Sousa. And I'm sure that when you came to this concert today, you were hoping to hear some marches. Well, we've got just the thing for you. We'd like to perform for you now John Philip Sousa's The Stars and Stripes Forever. Please give a warm welcome to our unit leader, Senior Chief Rob Holmes.
Thank you, everybody. How about a round of applause for Amanda Ballantyne on that amazing piccolo solo? Just incredible. If you've been around the Navy, you know sort of the importance or the milestone of making Chief Petty Officer in one's career, and I want to acknowledge two people in the band who reached this milestone just last month. The first is our drummer. He played that incredible solo in My Centennial in spite of the amateur percussion section going on behind him. From Greensboro, North Carolina, chief musician, Kevin McDonald. And also from Holbrook, New York, chief musician, Christine Sia. So proud of both of them for achieving that in their careers. Now, it is an absolute honor for me to share the stage with this band. I must say that, you know, we've been out on the road, like Kevin said, for a little more than a week, and I mean, there's just magical things that happen on stage every night, and I'm so glad to get to be a part of it. I feel like I have the best seat in the house. So, anyway, just wanted to make sure. So please give the band one more round of applause for me. It is also an honor for us to share this uniquely American art form with you as United States sailors, and to represent the hundreds of thousands of sailors stationed all around the world who protect all that we hold dear back home. Yes. That said, by show of hands, where are veterans in the audience today? Thank you for your service. We'd like to pay tribute to you, our veterans. We're going to play a medley of the service songs. When you hear your song, please stand up. We'll recognize you with a round of applause. If you have a family member who served or is currently serving, please stand up in honor of them as well. In closing, here is our Armed Forces salute.
The United States Coast Guard. The United States Marine Corps. The United States Air Force. The United States Space Force.
United States Army. The United States Navy. The United States Navy Band Commodores. Do you have time for one more? Well, we can't think of a better way to say goodbye than by performing for you all America the Beautiful. Spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea. Oh, beautiful, for heroes proved in liberating strife. Their country love and mercy more than life. Oh, America, America, may God thy glory find, till all success be nobleness and ever again divine. Oh, beautiful, for spacious skies, for amber waves of grain, for purple mountains, majesties above the fruited plains. America, America, God shed His grace on thee and crown thy good with brotherhood from sea to shining sea, yeah, 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 from sea to shining sea. The United States Navy Band Commodores, everyone. Well, thank you again for being here. You've been terrific. We look forward to seeing you all next time. Have a great day.